Sa paglakas ng roster ng Washington Wizards, magkakaroon ng mga tanong. Paano yung kanilang young core? Paano yung spotlight? Especially with the rise of Keyshawn George. Sa kanyang second year ay naging breakout season niya with 15 points per game. So yung expectation na magiging leap niya yung kanyang third year with an all-star consideration. Pero dahil sa off-season ng Wizards, nag-iba yung narrative. Trae Young, Anthony Davis, at ang number 1 pick na si AJ Debonsa. The Wizards has suddenly assembled a heavily loaded core. So the fair question is, makaka-apekto nga ba to sa scoring trajectory niya? Pero instead of dimming his light, pwedeng magkaroon ng updated rotation to propel his efficiency and overall impact to a much higher level. Kung titingnan mo naman yung offensive order, yung scoring volume will be redistributed away kay George. Kasi ang point guard nila ay si Trae Young. Malaki rin yung chance na magkakaroon siya ng open shots because of the gravity ni Anthony Davis. The only concerning part is yung touches ni AJ Debonsa kasi yung scoring pedigree niya will demand a lot of touches. He is a natural bucket getter na makakain yung team's total field goal attempts. So realistically, George sits as the 4th or 5th scoring option on any given night. Magi-slide nga siya ng konti sa box score, but context dictates otherwise. Kasi for me, nasa exact environment siya to refine his overall skill set without carrying an unsustainable burden. Kumbaga, with this roster, wala kang pressure eh. Kahit gawin ka nilang 6-1 is, magagawa mo yung gusto mo ng walang sisi. Unlike kung kayo pa din from last year, mataas yung expectation and yung pressure na mag-produce ka talaga. Last season kasi, si George yung ginagamit bilang top perimeter defender, night in and night out, and yung kanilang primary creator din at the same time. Pero, nung nag-focus na sa kanya yung defense, na-force na siya to take tough shots, and ayun din yung nagpa-slow down sa kanya and nagpasira ng kanyang scoring efficiency. Pero, ayun din yung kailangan niyang ma-develop through the years. Pero this season, mapupunta na sa kanya yung weakest defender ng kalaban and magkakaroon pa rin siya ng chance to exploit it and produce his natural scoring. Tsaka meron siyang room to operate kapag kasama yung big three sa loob. Kumbaga, i-accept niya yung role kasi magiging sugal kung magiging number 1 option din siya. Honestly, mas magiging madali sa kanya yung basketball this season being the 4th guy on scoring. Kasi mas maganda rin yung development ng mga off-ball players, turning good wings into elite ones. Magiging primary weapon mo yung spot-up shooting, mo-force ka to sharpen your catch-and-shoot accuracy from deep, and if you knock down threes consistently, the floor will spread para sa big three. Magiging vital yung off-ball movement and cutting mo. It's a matter of accepting this challenge and become elite. Taking a backseat in overall usage during the short term is a proven blueprint for a long-term stardom. Learning how to win, execute roles, and thrive sa mga structure builds habits na hindi na-develop ng mga box score chasers. Kasi yung mga veterans sa team is mawawala din naman yan, and when the time comes, battle-tested ka na, and the team is in good hands with you, Debonsa, and Alex Sarr. At the end of the day, na kay George pa rin if magiging okay lahat ng ito. Kahit hindi mo na maging all-star this season, but yung impact on winning will be undeniable. Washington has assembled the talent, and George is primed to shine brightly right in the center of it.